It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. On one sideline, a look at the head coach of the visiting Seahawks. His guys losers their last game, hoping to reverse that here. Brandon Aubrey has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with a loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That's incomplete left side. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to Jeanty. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Play action, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. It is caught left side. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them. The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. First call here coming from the shotgun. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
In the hands of Thornton, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. That one is caught. Thornton has it. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
It's a gain of 4.
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Rucker on first down. That's a tackle. He's still going. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's across midfield.
Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They send a man in motion. Play fake. Darnold. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. First
From
down.
the pistol, give here to Walker. We'll call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play option for later.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Piniero's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That ties the game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10.
Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jesse. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
Run picks
and
up
4.
6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
It's 3rd and 1.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's 4th
That
down.
right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running with Walker again. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Has him on the quick hitter. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down. DB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, Darnold. Now here he goes again. And they'll get him down right along the line. So no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter, Seahawks football here. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Here's Darnold to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now Darnold off the play action. Hauled in left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
And again, it's Darnold.
35-yard line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Giving 5 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 5. And the Seahawks first down.
Staying with Walker. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
It's Walker on the option. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Here he is on 3rd and short.
And 2.
Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and short. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
This is Gentine on 2nd. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from the 37. First down throw, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
17 at the 30-yard line.
To the air, Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 17.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Here's Darnold, first and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Cut out left. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First down, Seattle.
Walker off his own read. A small 4-yard chunk there. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Now Darnold. Here's a screen out for Walker. Shoots away from one. It's a small gain up to the 38. There's Darian Porter in on the stop. Third and just 2 to go.
Makes it third and 2.
To throw, here's Darnold. That one's complete, right side. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
He's keeping it, he's going for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
It's a gain of a yard.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
First and 10, Darnold. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. Second and 3 now.
Brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Darnold. Oh, the football's loose. And the Chiefs pick it up. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession. Never a pause you want to make, partner. One player injured on that snap, and it is their running back, Kenneth Walker, who's being looked at. Here's first and 10 from the 47. And off to Jency. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Past the line, he's going to run for it. He has this down to the 34. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
12 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun give here to Gentile. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They give up the guts. It's Gentile. And he's going to salvage a couple by bouncing this outside, but that's it. It's a gain of 2. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The former soccer star Brandon Aubrey on now to attempt the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, they got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. Kenneth Walker. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Ball forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout.
That's good for Seahawks. 1st down.
Here's Darnold. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
That's a 45-yard line.
And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's back to throw. And this is another one too close to that defender, Brock. Knocked away again, and this time it forces 4th down.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Looking to throw. He logs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Fielded at the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. On 1st down, Gentile running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
At the 31. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
He tries to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes will keep it again. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Throw in is Mahomes. It's a screen play to Genty. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On third down, Genty. Really not developing as they hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. Fourth down coming up.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that tape is you put some nice toppings on it. A play action pass, a shot that comes down the road, and what looked like a very clean play.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Man in motion here. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
And again, it's Darnold. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Away. It sets up third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 7 yards to go.
To the air on third and long. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So that's going to push him back half the distance to the goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Genty underneath. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Straight ahead with Genty. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, Darnold. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
11 more yards. That's another Seahawks.
Now Darnold completes it again to Smith-Njigba. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 32.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks.
Walker now from the gun. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets snapped, and then when he pitches out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. On 3rd down, Chiefs going with a nickel. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't. And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chiefs offense out to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Genty from the gun. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're on him quickly there after that catch, so the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. Gets him on the in route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Giving this to Genty. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
That's good.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but they can touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Back to throw Mahomes. Right in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Now it's Genty. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on 2nd down.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and goal. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. A very short kick here from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Darnold finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the Seahawks the first. New set of downs from 37. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Play fake, Darnold. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly. The catch moves him to the 48.
And the Seahawks, first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now Darnold off the play action. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Walker on first down. He's still going at the 30. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks First down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete, and we'll bring up 3rd down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. 9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
13. Chiefs 9.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. 1st and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Brought in by his back here, it's Shenty. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs needing 4 points. All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down. Desperation time here. Into traffic, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. We'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds for the 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
This is Genty. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be 2nd down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in the line.
The tackle by Derek Hall. 1 yard gain. Brings
Back
up
to throw.
2nd and 9. the Seahawks.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Mahomes' pass, incomplete from the contact. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
To throw. Caught quickly on the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down. And this is Genty. Shoves him off. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First
Now
down.
Mahomes will hang on to it. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
It on the option. He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
Here he is to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And he sails that one over the end zone.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Now on it with Genty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
One final shot here. And they win it! They win it! It's a touchdown! No time left! So score this a win for the Chiefs. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.